Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 more ways to get rid of a narcissist. 6 more ways to get rid of a narcissist. So this is my part 2 edition. And if you haven't watched part 1, feel free to do so. It doesn't matter which part you watch first because they're both, they're all different reasons, okay? So number 1 on my list is have nothing to spare. Have nothing to spare. Whatever they want from you supply-wise, don't have it. And not only don't have that, but just have nothing to spare to them. And everything's tied up. Everything's busy, That's going to be my number 1. Don't give them what they want, basically. Because what will happen is when they can't get what they want, they'll try to lower it just to try to get something. Well, I can't get that, then maybe I can get this. And that's why I say have nothing to spare. So not only are they getting denied what they initially wanted, but they're not going to be able to squeeze something else out of you as well. And then you're just useless to them at that point. I can't get nothing from you, then what am I with you for? They're going to go bye-bye. Number 2, I have tip the scales in the relationship. Tip the scales. Ask them for a bunch of favors. Be really needy. Be the damsel in distress, or the guy that always needs something. Be needy. If they are a narcissist, they're certainly not going to want to take care of your needs because they only care about their own, and they're certainly not going to want to be attached to someone who needs it at all. Because remember, when you're with them, you're putting your needs to the side, right? You're making it all about them. Think about the relationship you had with a narcissist. How much was it about your needs? Even in the love bomb phase, it's still about their needs because they're setting you up to get what they want. That was still about them. It was never about your needs. So if you try to tip the scales and make it that way, where you just need favors and being rescued all the time, number 1, they're not going to be reliable, but number 2, they're not going to want to be put in a position to have to be, okay? Because they're lazy creatures. They want easy supply, okay? They want to do the littlest and get the most, okay? So they're not trying to be working hard. And as soon as you try to make them do the most to get nothing, they're going to be out of there. Okay. So number 3 on my list, I have make them accountable. They are used to having a supply that just comes in and cleans up their messes. Don't clean up their messes and make them accountable for anything that they do wrong. And don't come in and rescue nothing. They're going to expect, especially a primary source, to be that fixer in their life. So don't be that fixer. Make them accountable. And, they won't be able to get a certain kind of supply out of you. And that will certainly turn them off and push them away. Okay? Number 4, I have dump them and never look back. So if you're actually with the narcissist, dump them. Discard them and never look back. A lot of times I talk to survivors and they're waiting for the narcissist to do the final discard. And I'm like, no, you do the final discard and you're the one that's going to make it final. Because it's never really final in their mind once they've pegged you out to be a certain way. They'll always try to come back to secrete something, even if they give it time. The final discard is always in the hands of the survivor. Okay? So you can dump them. You don't have to sit around and wait for them to be completing cycles of abuses on you. Nip it in the bud, dump them, never look back, aka no contact after that. All right, so number 5, I have make everything legal and in writing. Trust me, they want to be able to get things and they don't want to have to pay it back. They don't want to have to give you anything or have any responsibilities. My last narcissist actually said that to me. The first couple times he asked me to loan pennies, really, thank God, because I've heard about some real thousands and thousands of dollars that survivors have given, okay? So it was pennies. He was promising to pay it back. But let's say the third time he asked for this loaner, he was like, and I'm like keeping tabs of it, and I'm like, okay, so now we're up to this much, He's like, well, I don't want to have to pay anything else back. He literally said it. He didn't want to have to pay anything back. He didn't want to have to owe me anything else. So he just wanted me to give freely to him, okay? So if you start putting everything in writing, getting him signing things off, and making it like that, that's going to turn a narcissist off, because they don't want that kind of relationship. They don't want that kind of relationship. Okay? The next thing I have is for number 6 is be unaffected emotionally by the narcissist. I guess this is similar to a gray rock type of thing where you're boring to them, but I'm zooming in on the emotional part, because narcissists, they run off of emotions. When they realize no matter what I say, no matter how rude or nasty I get to this person, they don't care. I don't have any effects on them. That will translate to them that I don't have control over this person, right? Because they don't. When someone can't affect you emotionally, they don't have control over you. Good. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. But, when we really give our hearts to someone, we really care about them, we tend to care about what they're saying and stuff. But if you get to a place with the narcissist, or if you could at least just act like it, okay, for the sake of getting rid of them, just act like it. Cry after they leave. You'll be all right if that's the case. But if you could actually naturally get to that space of where you're just unaffected by them emotionally, because you know what it is, you see that you were the only one invested in the relationship emotionally, materially, and all of that. They didn't really care about you at all. It wasn't a real relationship to them, just a means of getting things and supply. Then you could take your emotions out of it, because there's no emotions to be had other than perhaps anger. But these emotions you want to keep from them as well, because they like negative and positive supply. They thrive off of arguments and chaos. So don't give them the negative, the quote unquote negative. And the reason why I say that is because, they'll take that anger and turn it into an argument. So that would make it negative at that point. So don't even give them that. Just no emotions. Like, who cares what you say or do? You have no effect on me. And trust me, they will push your buttons to test to see. They're going to push your buttons to test to see if you really mean that. They will think of anything that you've told them. They will think of anything that they know that used to get under your skin, or that should get under their skin, based off of their perceptions of you, or what the information that they have on you. So trust me, they will try to test it out. But, if you're blocking them and stuff, you won't even get those messages. But if you happen to see it, just peep the game. You know what they're doing. They're trying to pull you back in by any means necessary. So if they can't get you to come play nice with them, sometimes they want to interact with you so bad that they'll try to get you to play dirty too. Get you to come down to their level and start arguing and cursing them out and getting you all up in your emotions. So now they've transferred their dark, argumentative selves onto you. They transferred that energy onto you once they pull you in, and they'll feel good after that argument, because now it's inside of you. You're riled up. You're upset. You're, trying to catch your breath. You're the one about to bust the vein, because they're just plucking you for that argument, setting you up for it. Don't take the bait. Be unaffected emotionally. Be unbothered, basically. Okay? So just to recap these additionals, 6 things that you can do to get rid of a narcissist. Number 1, have nothing to spare. Don't give them the supply that they want. Okay? Not only don't give it to them, don't have anything to give them, period. Okay? Number 2, tip the scales in a relationship to where you're always asking them for favors. And you're needy now. In all types of ways, be needy. Okay? Because they're lazy and they're not really trying to put in the effort. They want easy supply. Number 3, make them accountable. Stop bailing them out. Don't be their fixer. Number 4, dump them and never look back, aka then go no contact. Stop waiting for them to do the cycle of abuses on you. Stop waiting for their discard. Beat them to the chase. You're going to feel much better if you do. Trust me on that. Number 5, make everything legal and in writing. They don't want to do all that. They want to get stuff for free. They'll lie and say they're going to pay you back, knowing they're not. They'll tell you anything they need to tell you in a moment to get a supply. They'll tell you anything in a moment to get what they want. Knowing they're lying. Knowing they're never planning to give you this back. Knowing they're planning to burn you. Knowing they're planning a discard on you. But this is what they want and need today for whatever they got going on. This is what you're working with. So number 6, be unaffected emotionally, or basically be unbothered. Stop caring. Take your emotions back. It's a horrible use of your emotions to keep them attached to the narcissist because they don't care and it wasn't real. So when you really accept that, you got to take them emotions back, okay? All right, guys, so I hope that these additionals will help somebody that's trying to get rid of a narcissist. And again, feel free to go ahead and watch my part 1. All right. So if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell, guys, so that you're notified when I'm uploading videos. I do have a Facebook community. I haven't mentioned this in the last several videos, but if you're interested in that, the information is in the description. But I do ask that you inbox me and let me know that you're a survivor, because I still have like over 400 requests. And, you know, I'm kind of like keeping it protected. I really just want it to be the survivors. All right. If you're interested in coaching, that information is in the description as well. I do Skype, I do FaceTime, I do over the phone, and I do emails. Email CoachLakia@gmail.com and we can get that started. Go to LakiaCrawford.com and you'll see all the services that I offer. Okay. I have books, guys, on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon.com to help you through your healing process and help you through your shadow work. And also, I wrote a book to help those who have had sexual abuse in their life and to help you find some healing in that as well. So please take a look at that, all right? And until next time, guys, please take care.